that a shame that when y'all think about illegal aliens and illegal immigrants, you automatically assume they're talking about those from Mexico and all that? You don't think about these, do you, huh? Is there going to be any Chinese Americans here that might be, you know, actors and actresses that might be crying like Selena Gomez about these Chinese illegals being deported as well? How are you good people doing? Welcome to the channel. I am Ty Smith. You're watching my channel, Modern Renaissance Man, in which I'm greatly appreciative of it. Make sure you guys are watching me on all the platforms that you see above and below. Hitting this like button right here is how my content can consistently be recommended to you. And when you do subscribe to the channel, make sure that you also click the bell notification, which will bring up another little tab that will allow you to select all notifications. That way you will be notified when I post a video, all right? Ladies and gentlemen, we got to talk about this because you guys know, and I'm going to keep y'all up to date on all this stuff in regards to a lot of wins that we're getting here. Guys, there are so many wins that Trump is doing. I don't know if y'all, look, if y'all want me to roll these videos out to keep y'all updated on what Trump has done and is doing, I will do it. But what I'm talking about right now that's at hand is the illegal immigrants, or you can call them illegal aliens. We can call them illegal aliens. But the thing is, what gets me is that you heard my beginning, the eye opener right there, is when we all assume that if you see and hear about illegal aliens, people automatically start assuming that they are from Mexico rather. People are forgetting that they're from other countries: Venezuela, Haiti, Brazil, Russia. They came from everywhere because Biden and the administration had allowed America to become the biggest whore to allow anything to come up in her. No pun intended, but you get the picture. Anyway, here we are in Florida, and we said this before. Florida let stuff out. What I mean by that, they let the news come out. Every other week or weekend, I'm seeing this man, I forget his name, but he's a well-known sheriff that's letting us know everything that's happening in Florida. I covered video of people that were coming into the country and showing you how they were saying there were a lot of Chinese men, young military-aged men coming here. You thought that when it came to smuggling, our minds instantly go to, oh, the people from Mexico, oh, the Mexican, they get in here any kind of way. Not having no idea it's going to consist of some of these.
Off the top of 6 tonight, human smuggling in South Florida. A U-Haul van full of suspected migrants stopped by police in Coral Gables. Nearly 24 people, mostly from China, were brought here by boat. But that was just the beginning of their odyssey in South Florida.
The migrants now in custody along with the suspected smugglers. Let's get right to local 10's Janine Stanwood live in Coral Gables with our top story at 6. Janine.
An incredibly dangerous situation for everyone involved, unfolding right here on a busy Lejeune Road.
It's all hands on deck.
HSI's here, Miami-Dade's here. Nobody can get out of their houses.
A wild scene in Coral Gables. More than 20 migrants, mostly from China, part of a suspected smuggling operation, treated inside a city trolley after arriving by boat.
We're hearing that this all started back there by Snapper Creek with a possible abduction, and Coral Gables police came rushing this way.
Sources say it all unfolded when they were dropped off by a vessel Friday morning along the Snapper Creek Canal and put into vehicles. An alert resident calls police.
A very alert security professional from one of our homeowners associations observed an abduction in progress. She notified one of our patrolling officers about what she had observed.
And these are the moments an officer drives up on them. Most migrants crammed in this U-Haul van, 3 inside the small Toyota in front of it.
The officers removed or opened the back of the truck, which revealed 21 predominantly Chinese nationals.
Now, for the second time in 2 weeks, there were these white vans pulled over here in the neighborhoods of Coral Gables, and inside them were dozens and dozens of Chinese migrants and also smugglers. They were stopped yesterday, and then 2 weeks before that, very, very similar, another white van. The police chief here says they believe that these migrants were dropped off somewhere in the area along the water, along the Atlantic Ocean here. And it's interesting when you dig into it, there's this issue with the Caribbean right now, Elizabeth. China is buying up thousands and thousands of acres of land in the Caribbean, places like Antigua, the Bahamas. It's being called America's third border, and we're told that's a place where these Chinese migrants stop on their way to Florida. We spoke with Congressman John Molinar. He is the chairman of the Select Committee of the CCP. He is aware of this. Listen to what he told us, Elizabeth.
In the case of the Chinese, you don't know the affiliation with the Chinese Communist Party, and that's the concern, because the Chinese Communist Party will leverage Chinese nationals to do things that are nefarious and against the interests of the United States.
And an interesting twist here in Coral Gables, Elizabeth, is it's actually neighbors who have been tipping off authorities. They've been calling 911. And in the recent case, a neighbor actually thought there was a kidnapping happening, saw them moving these Chinese migrants from a car into the white van right on the street, called the police, said, "I think I see a kidnapping." Police come out and realize that it's this smuggling operation.
Yeah,
Elizabeth?
and Brian, it's not just Florida. We've seen video of Chinese migrants walking across the border in California as well from Mexico. It's unclear how many of these people are trying to escape the Communist Party in China and how many of these people might be working on behalf of the Communist Party in China.
Oh, sí, yeah. You didn't see that coming, did you? Yeah. See, that's the thing. They're coming in as well. If I'm going to report on illegal immigration and these people being deported, I'm not just going to show you guys what the stereotypical expectation of what they're going to look like. Most of us and most of you are going to be thinking it's going to be people of that origin, and it's not. They are coming from everywhere, ladies and gentlemen, but this right here was crazy. Think about this. That's who they caught. You think that is it? You think that that's all it is? You think that group of a dozen or more of these Chinese illegals, you think that's all that's here? Apparently, the fact that they caught them lets you know that there is something else that is going on. There is a ring. There is a strategy. There are organizations and organizers that these people are all in cahoots with. These people are not just coming here and don't know where they're going to go, who they're going to meet up with, what they're going to do, where they might go and work, where they're going to end up at. You don't know that. To be quite honest with you, if I'm keeping it real, especially up here in Chicago, how many Chinese restaurants do we got them corner store Chinese stops stay open almost darn near 24 hours? When you go in there, you don't question where these people work, do you? You just worry about them giving you that duck fried chicken, or you giving it that General Tso's chicken, huh? That Kung Pao chicken, that Mongolian chicken, that chicken on a stick. That's what you worried about mostly. When you look back there and they cooking your food, you don't sit there and question, hey, is he legal to work? You don't even know how old they are. I'm just saying. You don't question that. So these people are not just coming into our country and just saying, all I know is when I get into America, I'm just going to get here. I don't know what I'm going to do. No. They're meeting up with somebody. They're in cahoots with someone, and I can guarantee you or your money back. We are involved. You heard me right. There are U.S. citizens that are involved in this, that they're making money off of this, if they're doing this thing of smuggling these people in, getting their cut, sending these people here and there and everywhere. Yes, they are. And I guarantee a lot of these people are probably some of our government officials. Some of them might be our politicians. Some of them might be your local municipality representatives. Who knows? But they just not coming over here by chance and trying to get their chance and go in any random place. Absolutely not. Anyway, what do you guys think? Be honest. Were you one of the ones that when you think about illegal aliens, you instantly think about people from Mexico or something like that? Or Spanish-speaking origin? Be real. Anyway, let me know what y'all think by putting it in the comments below after this video. Don't forget to do what you see in that animation right there. The next video that I will be doing in chronological order will appear up there. Variety here. I am Ty Smith, modern Renaissance man, hoping and praying that every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing. Most of all, praying every last one of you guys are in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. God bless you all, DG.